Okay. Hello, Pacific Northwest Key Clubbers, and welcome to the Call to Convention webinar. My name is Sweta Peru from Division 21, and I serve as the chair for the District Convention Committee. On behalf of the DCON committee, thank you all for taking time out of your day to attend this webinar. Before we get started, please be sure to fill out the webinar registration form in the chat in order to enter this webinar's raffle for a $25 Amazon gift card. Now, I'd like to introduce you to the other members of the 2023 to 2024 District Convention Committee. First, we will introduce our executive liaisons as well as a recent addition to our committee.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nola Stenstrom, and I serve as your 2023 to 2024 Pacific Northwest District Governor.
My name is Tin Vo, and I serve as your District Secretary.
My name is Luke Wenzine, and I serve as your District Editor.
Hi, PNW. My name is Alyssa Klein. I'm from California in the CNH district, and I'm so honored to be serving you as your international trustee for this service year.
Next up, we have our lieutenant governors who will introduce themselves from the respective divisions.
Hi, I'm Angelina Lee, and I serve as a lieutenant governor from Division 26.
I'm Abigail Young, and I serve as Lieutenant Governor from Division 28.
Hi, I'm Isabel Nguyen, and I serve as the Lieutenant Governor from Division 34.
Hi, I'm Rawan Majdi, and I serve as the Lieutenant Governor for Division 54.
Hi, I'm Kaylin Nguyen, and I serve as the Lieutenant Governor of Division 66.
I'm Shelby Harshman, and I serve as Lieutenant Governor of Division 80.
Before reviewing our agenda tonight, I would like to first recognize all of our committee members for putting together tonight's webinar. We will now profile a quick overview of today's webinar. First, we will watch the Call to Convention video, then explain in more detail what DCON is and discuss some of the logistics surrounding the event. After that, we will talk about different awards and contests that clubs can qualify for throughout the year and what the Spirit Stick is. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, please write them down so we can answer them during our open floor discussion. Now, introducing the 2024 Call to Convention video made by our district editor, Luke Winstein. There's no audio.
3. PNW Club presents Service with a Flag!
I hope you I hope you are all as excited as we are for DCON 2024. Now I'll pass it off to Angelina and Abby to cover the convention logistics.
A question multiple people would be asking is, what exactly is DCON? The District Convention, or DCON for short, is a weekend-long event held from March 8th to March 10th in 2024, where more than 1,200 key clubbers from 160 clubs gather to celebrate their service over the past year, as well as enhance their leadership and personal development skills. This upcoming DCON will be in the Pacific Northwest 74th Annual DCON, and PNW hosts one of the largest DCONs internationally. Not only is DCON a time of celebration, but it's also an opportunity for members to network, develop leadership skills, and focus on self-improvement. To help honor your efforts that support the need of others, this year's DCON theme will be Service with a Splash. Hey, Angelina, what else can we expect to see at DCON?
Attending DCON, key clubbers attend workshops, receive officer training, participate in spirit battles, and elect the next district executive officers, and more. At DCON, there is something special for everyone to take part in. Now passing it off to Isabel Rowan to give an overview of DCON 2024 schedule.
As you may know, this upcoming DCON will be held from Friday, March 8th to Sunday, March 10th at the Oregon Convention Center. The district board is working tirelessly to make sure that DCON 2024 is more engaging than ever before, and we are super excited to share this year's DCON schedule. On Friday, March 8th, attendees will arrive at the Oregon Convention Center in the holiday lobby beginning at 3 p.m. Upon arrival, you'll have some time to check in, meet other key clubbers, grab dinner, and participate in our meet and greet, which will have a variety of fun activities dedicated to getting to know each other. At 5:45 p.m., opening session doors will open at the Portland Ballroom. During the opening session, key clubbers will compete for the Spirit Stick, hear from some amazing inspirational speakers, enjoy live entertainment, and so much more. After the opening session, delegates will attend caucusing, and non-delegates will attend personal development seminars. During this time, advisors and chaperones will attend a mandatory reception, and interested key clubbers will have an opportunity to showcase their talent and oratorical skills during talent auditions. Once these events conclude, you will have some time to interact, socialize, and settle down at your convention hotel until curfew, which will be at 12:30 a.m.
On Saturday, March 9th, we will kick off the morning with breakfast from 6:45 to 8:45 a.m. at the Oregon Ballroom, followed by a mega forum in the Portland Ballroom beginning at 9 a.m. The mega forum will feature a special guest speaker that will help kickstart the day and focus on ways you can personally help create a more inclusive experience in your key club. Following mega forum, everyone will attend a workshop of their choice. There will be more than 35 workshops to choose from, offering during the 4 sessions. Topics will include officer training, mental health and wellness, diversity, equity, inclusion, large service project planning, hosting effective fundraisers, how to get a date, speed mingling, and much more. In between the workshop sessions, there will be a break to eat lunch, meet admission representatives from several colleges and university in our exhibit hall. And of course, participate in a spirit battle or two. During lunch, House of Delegates will also convene to elect the 2024 to 2025 district exec officers. If you're one of your club's 2 voting delegates, you'll be attending this session to vote on behalf of your club. After the workshops conclude, we will change it into professional attire to get ready for dinner and closing session. Lastly, concluding our night with Governor's Ball from 9:30 to 11:30 p.m., students will also have an additional hour to socialize until curfew, which is at 12:30 a.m. Lastly, on Sunday, March 10th, checkout will be at 11 a.m. Now I'll hand it off to Kayla to share what exactly is included in your DCON registration.
Now that we know what DCON is and what you can expect DCON to look like this year, let's discuss what's included in the cost of registration. The cost of registration will be based on the number of key clubbers staying in each hotel room. It will be $320 for quad registration, $435 for double registration, and $665 for single registration. All registration options will cover the cost of your hotel and most meals. A grab-and-go dinner will be provided Friday evening during registration and meet and greet. On Saturday, breakfast and lunch will be provided. In addition, all attendees receive exclusive DCON 2024 merchandise that will include a service with a Splash themed t-shirt, tote bag, pin, and lanyard design. Included in the package is access to all of the speakers, workshops, and opportunities that DCON has to offer. I'll now pass it on to Shelby to review our awards and contests at the district convention.
I will be discussing the awards and contests you and your club can compete in at DCON 2024. Here's an overview of how the process will work. First, all clubs will be asked to submit an annual achievement report to determine if their club qualifies for special recognition from Key Club International, including distinguished or diamond level clubs. Aside from the annual achievement report, there will be a two-step process for applying for each award. The first step is to fill out the specific application for the award you are applying for through Google Form. All of our awards and related links can be found in the DCON 2024 registration packet. The overall structure for all the individual awards will look like this: personal and club information section, the attendance section, which will require you to access your attendance records, and virtual signatures of the club president. The second part of the application requires a 200-word nominating letter. The nominator requirements vary for each award, so make sure to pay extra close attention to the criteria listed in the Google Form applications. The letter needs to be sent to awards@pnwkeyclub.org in PDF format. Once sent, you will receive an email confirming that the nomination letter has been sent and received. Letters exceeding 200 words, as well as late submissions, will not be accepted. All award applications are due by Thursday, February 1st, 2024 at 11:59 p.m. The first section of the application could take between 30 and 40 minutes, while a second section can take up to a week to complete. To ensure your application and nomination letter are the best quality, we recommend beginning your application as soon as possible. Please note that all awards are designed to recognize recipients that embody the Key Club vision statement and core values: leadership, character building, caring, and inclusiveness. Award applications will open after this webinar when DCON registration goes live and can be found in the registration packet. Do not put off applying until the last minute. I will now hand it off to Sweta and Angelina, who will be giving an overview of the individual awards and contests.
A question multiple people may have is, how can you, as an individual, get recognized at DCON 2024? Well, there are a variety of individual awards available at DCON. These awards all have the word outstanding in them. Of all the awards we offer, recognition awards for outstanding officers, members, faculty advisors, and Kiwanis advisors are perhaps the most meaningful because they allow us to recognize individual contributions during the 2023 to 2024 service year. Personal and club information, attendance records, nomination letters, signatures, and DCON attendance are among the general requirements for the awards. Now, introducing different awards that you can receive, each containing role-specific criteria that are taken into account when determining the final score. Here are the details. The Outstanding Club President Award criteria includes on-time submission of dues, holding club elections before February 1st, service projects for preferred charities, and joint projects with the Kiwanis family. The Outstanding Club Vice President Award criteria includes a letter of support highlighting leadership initiative displayed, especially in situations where the club president is unable to carry out their duties. The Outstanding Club Secretary Award criteria comprises of assessing completed meeting minutes in addition to having submitted 10 secretary reports on time. The Outstanding Club Treasurer Award criteria consists of timely submissions of dues payments, assessment of submitted club budget, and financial reports. The Outstanding Club Editor Award criteria takes into account the quality and number of publications created. And lastly, the Outstanding Club Webmaster criteria includes submitting the club website for evaluation and the number of promotional materials created. I'll now ask Angelina to introduce the rest of the individual awards that are available to non-board members.
So the Outstanding Kiwanis Advisor Award criteria consists of assessing the quality of support provided to the Key Club and submission of the annual achievement report. The Outstanding Faculty Advisor Award criteria includes assessing the quality of support provided to Key Club and the signatures of the school principal, Kiwanis advisor, and the club president. Lastly, the Malcolm Lewis Outstanding Member Award criteria includes a log of service hours, a signed subjective evaluation by the club executive board, and a letter of support highlighting the member's contribution. Now, I want to talk with you all about some awards and contests that your clubs can collectively compete in. I cannot encourage you enough to apply for these awards because not only will it be fun to see how your club stacks against others, but it will also be a great chance to be inspired by what other clubs are accomplishing. This is definitely a great opportunity to be recognized for your hard work.
Here are the 8 awards and contests that your club can participate in for this year's district convention. The Distinguished Club Award, the 6 for 65 Award, the Service Hours Award, the Club Membership Growth Award, the Club Website Contest, and the Club T-shirt Contest. We will also be honoring district project contributions with 2 separate awards this year. The Club District Project Service Hours Award, honoring service hours contributed to the district project, and the Club District Project Fundraising Award. These are all awards your club is potentially eligible for, and I really encourage you to look into them because they are rather simple to complete. Now I'll pass it on to our international trustee, Alyssa Klein, to talk about the different international awards that are achievable at DCON.
As your international trustee, I will now be talking about the international awards and contests. So here's the rundown. The international awards are the Single Service Award, Major Emphasis Award, Club Poster Contest, Club Video Contest, Year in Review Contest, which is for scrapbooks, the Oratorical or Speech Contest, and finally the Talent Contest. To apply, you will need to first submit an application for the award at DCON, and then the judges will determine whether or not you qualify for the international level. Talent and oratorical auditions will take place in person at the Portland Ballroom on Friday, March 8th after the opening session. One award I would like to highlight is the Single Service Award. I know that so many of you have held some excellent, creative, high-impact service projects this year. I would love for you all to apply and receive recognition for your efforts. Applying for these awards will help ensure your club's hard work and dedication will not go unnoticed.
Now, this is personally my favorite part, the Spirit Stick. It's a symbol of a division that showcases the most spirit, energy, and passion throughout the whole convention. And they will have the honor to take home the Spirit Stick after the closing session of DCON 2024. The previous winner of the 2023 DCON Spirit Stick was Division 21, the Bumblebees. Shout out to Sweeta and Amy. This opportunity comes once a year at DCON, and the winning division gets to keep the stick for the whole year. You can showcase the spirit by wearing attire designed by your division, showcasing a lot of energy, being active on socials, and more. You'll see many spirit battles during DCON, and this is a great way to show your spirit. This is something to keep in mind when planning for DCON 2024. The more members you bring, the more spirit you get to show off. To wrap up this webinar, I'll pass it off to Isabel to announce the winner of the raffle.
Before we answer your questions during the open floor discussion, it is now time to announce the winner of the Call to Convention webinar raffle. If you win, please contact administrator at pnwkeyclub.org to receive your $25 Amazon gift card. Drum roll, please. The winner is Braden Wong from Division 13, 15, 17.
Congratulations, Braden. Now we'll go over some important dates and then finally open up the floor to questions.
Just a reminder that registration packet, election packet, and award forms will be released after this webinar. As a reminder, registration for DCON, award forms, and executive candidate declarations will close on Wednesday, February 1st at 11:59 p.m. Finally, DCON 2024 will be held from Friday, March 8th through Sunday, March 10th.
With the remaining time in this webinar, I'd love to open the floor for any questions you may have about DCON 2024. These can be about our awards, contests, venue, or anything else you may be curious about. Either raise your hand or put it in chat. Choosing a delegate for voting or for caucusing is usually dependent on the club itself. So you guys would pick 2 delegates you would like to represent your school, and then they would vote. That's basically all there is to it, and then they would just sign that in when they come in, and as well as on your registration.
To add to that, oh, sorry,
Keep
Sweta.
going, keep going.
To add to that, if your president and vice president are attending DCON 2024, typically they will be selected as the voting delegates.
DCON, it costs, if we could go back to the slide with the costs, could you do that real quick, Nola? It is slide 17. Okay, so in here, as you can see, the DCON package kind of depends on how many people you guys want per room. So a quad would be 320 if you want 4 people per room, and then a double 435, and then 665 for a single person. And this includes the cost of the hotel, all the meals, as well as all the merchandise, as well as you can get access to all the workshops and all the speakers that can help you.
Oh, also another thing to mention, registration cost includes the hotel room, so you are required to stay at the hotel that we have booked. You cannot stay at any other place. Carmen asked, is there any financial help from DCON available, and how do you suggest clubs to fundraise?
I would pass this question off to our district administrator, Brian.
Thanks, Sweta. So fundraising is often something that many clubs focus on as part of their summer planning, and they begin fundraising in the fall. DCON is generally funded through the result of club contributions, individual contributions, and sponsoring Kiwanis club contributions to the extent they are available. So it'd be very important to begin having conversations with your club's officer board, your faculty advisor, and your Kiwanis advisor to identify what financial support is available and what fundraisers you plan to hold between now and the registration deadline to cover your costs.
Okay, and now Rosie said, how will electing new board members for PNW work? Nola, do you want to take that question?
Yeah, for sure. So basically, if you are seeking to run for district executive office, and that is either district governor, district secretary, district treasurer, or district editor, what you will do is look through the election packet, which is linked directly on the DCON 2024 webpage on the PNW Key Club website. And from there, you can look through the information, and it outlines the process that you need in order to run and seek district executive office at DCON 2024. If you seek district office, you will be running at DCON 2024 for those 4 different positions. But if you would like to be a board member as a lieutenant governor, you will attend your lieutenant governor election rally, which will be taking place somewhere between early to late January. And you should be getting more information around that later in the year.
Another question that was asked is, we have at least 3 official hotels. How would you know which hotel you will get?
The hotels are first come, first serve. And there is an option when registering, as one of our admin Mike said, if a hotel is at capacity, the registration system will not let you select that as an option, if that clarified the question.
Sweta, I'd also add that if you are planning to take Amtrak to Portland for DCON, please ensure that you select the Crown Plaza Hotel, as there is a complimentary shuttle that operates between the hotel and the Amtrak train station.
The meals do come with some allergy-friendly options, such as there's gluten-free options, vegetarian options, and then there is a section when you do registration that asks for your dietary restrictions.
Lydia asked, is there a limit to how many members can come to DCON from each club?
There I believe there is not a limit to any how many people you can bring. It just depends on your club and if you guys can fundraise the amount where it's beneficial for you guys. So it all depends on your club and how your club works. But there is no limit.
Isabel asked, is transportation the responsibility of the club?
Brian, would you like to answer that question? Because I understand there's an Amtrak for people who are going to go there, but is there a separate type of transportation available?
So transportation is organized by each individual club that attends DCON. If your club is not able to organize transportation and would prefer the district to organize that transportation, you will need to purchase that option at $70 per person through the online registration system. Transportation will then be coordinated by the district for the individuals selecting that option, and it will likely include a group fare on Amtrak, assuming that we're not able to organize chartered motor coaches. But you'll receive information after registration closes about that if you select that option.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, go ahead. Go again.
I know. Sorry. Arisha asked, since there are 3 separate hotels, is it likely that students from the same school may be split between the buildings?
I'll take this one. So it's the responsibility of each club when they register to assign all the students and advisors that they plan to register to a hotel. PNW Key Club does not do hotel room assignments, and the registration system will not allow you to finalize your registration until you've selected a hotel for all of your attendees. So therefore, the system will make sure that all attendees are assigned to the same hotel when you register.
And then Lena asked a question of if a member's parents have hotel points or perks for a certain hotel, could they use those to cover the hotel fee? Kayla said this a bit earlier, but when you register PNW, and all the costs. The DCON package includes the hotel, so registration must be made through our registration system, and you have to pay the fees. You can't really pick and choose what you want to knock points off, even if you have points at a hotel. Isabel asked what's the rule around chaperones? Brian, could you talk about this? I'm pretty sure the rule is that you need enough chaperones for a certain number of members, but I think Brian can talk a little more in depth about that.
Sure, thanks, Weda. So the chaperone to student ratio is 10 students for every chaperone. So that means that for every 10 students you send to DCON, you need to have a chaperone for those students. The chaperones are based on gender. So therefore, if I registered 5 female students and 5 male students, that would mean I would need to have both a male and female chaperone. This is based on youth protection guidelines published by Key Club International. We do allow individuals to share chaperones, meaning that you can have advisors or chaperones from another club also serve as a chaperone for your Key Club, but you will need to arrange that locally within your division, and your advisors will need to communicate that through the registration email system before your registration can be processed. For more information about chaperones, please read the DCON registration packet, which is available on our website, as there is extensive information about sharing chaperones and other chaperone requirements.
There was a quick question, and that is directed at Alyssa. Someone was asking, would it be possible for you to share your experience of becoming international trustee?
I can answer this really quickly since this isn't exactly pertaining to DCON, but I can touch on it a bit. So far, trustee has been great. It was a long process, at least for the campaigning and the running. You first have to run at DCON. So if you are interested in running for international trustee, you have to have endorsement from your district, which you will gain at DCON. And then once you are endorsed at DCON, then you can run at international. So the process was extremely stressful and long, but once I was elected, it was totally worth it, and all of the hard work I put in paid off because I'm enjoying my position. There's so much you can do working with individual districts or working on international committees. So if you're interested in any other questions about running for international trustee or just any questions about international in general, you can hit me up through Instagram or you can email me.
Another question that was brought up, which Kayla responded really well, it's what are the rules about trans/gender queer students at DCON hotel room? I'm just gonna say what Kayla said because she said it really well. So when registering, there is an option to put non-binary or any other options that fit, and you will be able to room with the preferred gender. However, roommates must be the same gender and cannot be mixed, such as if you go by she/her pronouns and you identify as female, you have to pair with other females. And then another question was around parking. So parking, a quick thing, I'll just go over real quick. Parking passes must be purchased through the online registration system. So clubs staying at either the Crown Plaza Portland or the DoubleTree Portland should park in the hotel's self-park facilities if you drive there. And then clubs assigned to the Hyatt Regency Portland and Courtyard Portland should park in the Oregon Convention Center. However, if you need to park either a bus or other oversized vehicle, if you made your own arrangement, it has to be at your own expense. And arrangements can be made by contacting Even Trentals at citycenterparking.com, as well as a limited number of buses may park in the driveway of the DoubleTree Portland at no charge. And if you have any more questions about parking, please contact administrator at pnwkeyclub.org.
I just want to emphasize, Sweta, real quick on the parking. I think our finance administrator put this in the chat as well. Parking passes do need to be purchased with your registration, and they are $50 for the weekend. And then in terms of the question in the chat, I'll just take that because it's related to parking. Yes, the individual would need to buy a parking pass to park their car for the weekend.
Okay, are there any other questions? I'll give it one more minute to see if anything comes in.
Isabel asked if chaperones could be parents.
Yes, chaperones can be parents. They can just work with your clubs to see if it works with you guys. It just has to be the one chaperone per 10 kids rule.
Lena asked, what if clubs need help finding transportation? What resources do we have to resolve this issue?
I'll take that one, I think. So this is Brian. So transportation would need to be organized locally within your key club with more than 160 key clubs attending the conference. We don't have the ability to organize a club member's transportation. So you should be chatting now within your key club with your Kiwanis advisor and faculty advisor to determine what option is going to best meet your needs. Again, if you're not able to secure transportation or you're not able to make arrangements, you're encouraged to purchase that at $70 per person when you register for district convention, and PNW Key Club will organize that for you.
Another question that was in chat was that are there specific dress codes for various functions? And there is. So one thing we really recommend members to do is to bring a lot of their divisional spirit attire, because this will, and wear on your way to DCON, because at the meet and greet, everyone's wearing their divisional colors. At opening session, at different caucusing events, that should be you should be wearing your divisional spirit attire, as well as we want like casual attire for the workshops. Make sure you guys are comfortable, and make sure that there are no holes or tears, and we provide a convention t-shirt and you guys can wear that as well. And then we have semi-formal attire for closing session as well as our governor ball. So for males, it would be slacks, collared shirts, and appropriate shoes. females slacks, skirt, or blouse, collar, shirt, or appropriate shoes. And then if you are a voting delegate, we recommend to bring business casual clothing so you can appear. So during caucusing events and voting, you have business casual as well as just dress shoes for the closing session and governor balls. And if you want more about the dress code, it is found in our DCON 2024 registration packet. Okay, are there any other questions? Let's see. Okay, I'll give it. Oh, same. Brian, a student asking, is the system the same for advisors finding roommates? And you can go ahead. Sorry.
Sure. Thanks for the question. So I'm going to put in the chat a DCON 2024 roommate finder, but the short answer is yes. Chaperones would find roommates in the same way that students would find roommates. Obviously, students are not able to room with chaperones unless it is their immediate parent or guardian. I'll go ahead and add that roommate finder now to the chat, and the roommate finder will be a great resource if you are looking for a third or fourth roommate to help reduce costs, or you're a chaperone and you're the only chaperone coming from your school. This will allow you to find a roommate to reduce the cost of your registration. Kevin, I'll go ahead and answer that about parking. Sweta outlined the parking. Again, in the registration packet, it is a $50 parking pass. Depending upon your hotel, you will park at different facilities. If you are at the Hyatt or the Courtyard Marriott, you will park at the Oregon Convention Center. If you are at the Crown Plaza or the DoubleTree, you will park in the South Park facilities.
And then just to add on, a lot of the information is found. So in case you didn't get the parking information, it is page 5 of our DCON 2024 registration packet. It's around the third paragraph, and that paragraph is just talking about the parking and different ways to do that. And then religious attire factor in. The main thing is just to be comfortable in what you want. So if you are uncomfortable wearing a certain type of garment, don't wear it. You being there is good for us. It's just that we just would like if you dress in business casual and all that, and you guys can do what you want to make yourself comfortable and make it adhere to different to your religious beliefs. And then for the how many days DCON is, as Shelby said, March 8th to 10th, and on March 10th is checkout at 11, and March 8th you show up.
Just one caveat, Sweta, the meet and greet and registration does not open till 3 p.m. So if you arrive before 3 p.m., you will not be able to register or access your hotel rooms. You are welcome to check your luggage with your hotel at the bell desk, but registration and room entry will not occur until 3 p.m.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. I forgot to say. Okay. Is there any more questions people have? Oh yeah, another thing, this is just, as Kayla was saying, a lot of people were confused, and at DCON and while DCON is coming in, you can either reach out to me or our district administrator, Brian. So my email is convention@pnwkeyclub.org, and Brian's is administrator@pnwkeyclub.org. Yeah. Okay. Write that. Another thing is that you can also check on the PNW Key Club's official website, and you have all the emails on there in case. Okay, so we are incredibly excited for DCON 2024 and hope you are too. Thank you all for taking time out of your evening to attend the Call to Convention webinar. If you have any other questions, feel free to email convention@pnwkeyclub.org. Have a great night. Thank you.